Hello everyone. So let's begin with our topic averages. In the last lecture we studied about some concepts on averages, and in today's lecture we are going to solve some questions related to those concepts. So let's begin. So the first question says the average of a batsman after 25 innings was 56 runs per innings. If after the 26th inning his average is increased by 2 runs, then what was his score in the 26th inning? Alright, so it's a very easy one. What are the runs in 26th inning? So let me write it down. Runs in 26th inning. Okay, that is going to be what? That is going to be runs total after 26 innings, right? 26 innings minus runs total after 25 innings. 25 innings, right? Correct. So what is it going to be? It's going to be 26 multiplied by 58 minus 25 multiplied by 56, and this is nothing but 108. Now this is the concept which we studied in previous lecture. So if you people have any query related to the concept, just watch the previous lecture before solving any questions, and I would recommend to pause the video before actually watching how I am solving it and give it a shot on your own first. Okay, next question. So next question says the average age of class of 30 students and a teacher is reduced by 0.5 years when, if we exclude the teacher from it. Okay, now if the initial average is 14 years, then what is the age of your class teacher? So it's also very simple. What is going to be the age of teacher? So age of teacher is going to be nothing but total age of students plus teacher subtracting total age of students from it. Total age of students. Correct. So the total age of students plus teacher is going to be 31 multiplied by 14. Subtracting total age of students is going to be 30 multiplied by 13.5. And when I solve, it's going to be 26, not 26. 30 times 5, 14. Okay, it's going to be 29 point something. 29.5 years is the answer. So this is what the answer is. Now I will again ask you people to pause the video and just solve the answer on your own first before watching how I do it. And in case you have any problem in the question, then just go and look at the concepts in the previous video, because these questions are pretty simple. They are oral. Right now I'm writing all these things, okay? But in exams, you do not have to write all those things, okay? You just have to do the mental calculation this. That is all, okay? So let's move forward. Question number 3. So question number 3 says the average marks of group of 20 students on a test is reduced by 4 when the topper who scored 90 marks is replaced by a new student. So how many marks did the new student has? So it's also simple. Now let the initial average be x and the initial total will be what? Obviously 20x, okay? So let me write it down. Let me change the color. So initial average is going to be what? X, and initial total average is going to be 20x. Alright. So what is going to be the new average? Now the new average, can I write it as x minus 4, and the new total will be what then? If this is the new average, so new total is going to be 20 times of x minus 4, correct? Which is nothing but 20x minus 80, right? Now the reduction of 80 is created. So the reduction of 80 is created by the replacement. Hence the new student has 80 marks less than what? Less than the student he has replaced. Okay. So the initial marks of that person was 90 because there is a reduction of 80 marks. That means the new student who has replaced the topper, that has 80 marks less than the topper. So topper has 90 marks. So 90 minus 80 is going to be what? Let me write it down. 90 minus 80 is going to be 10. So 10 marks. Okay. Now similarly in this question as well, I am writing all this because I have to explain it to you people. In your examination, you are not going to do all this. In your exam, what you are simply going to do is, you are going to do this. You are just going to write these things. You are not going to write all this English. They are not going to check all this English for you. They are only going to check your calculations, not even your calculations, your end result. Okay, so just do not worry about writing all that stuff. It will save a lot of time if you people are just doing these calculations in rough. That is all. That is what matters in that paper. But if you are learning the topic of averages to learn it, or maybe if you have time, then just do it in a proper format. Okay. Question number 4. So question number 4 says the average marks of 3 students ABC is 48 marks. So there are 3 students and their average is what? 48 marks. And there is another student which is D that joins the group, and now the new average becomes what? 44 marks. Correct. Now if another student E who has 3 marks more than D joins the group, the average of the 4 students, that is B, C, D, E, is 43. So find out how many marks A got in the exam. So I hope you people understood the questions. So let's see what the solution is. Now the average for ABC is what? The average for ABC is 48. So what is going to be the total for ABC? It's going to be 48 times 3, which is 144. And when D joins, then ABCD, the average of these 4 is what? 44. So the total has to be what? 44 times 4. That is nothing but 172. And if I subtract 172 and 144, I'll get what? I'll get marks for D. And that is going to be 32 marks. Now the first part of the third sentence gives me what? It gives the information about E getting 3 marks more than 32. Correct. So the marks for E is going to be 35 marks. Okay. So this is for E and 32 marks are for my D. So E has 35 marks, right? Now it's further stated that when A is replaced by E, the average marks of the student is reduced by 1 to 43. Correct. So mathematically, how can I show this? It will be that A plus B plus C plus D has 44 times 4, that is 176 marks, whereas B plus C plus D has what? Also when E was added to it, it has what? 43 times what? 4, that is 172 marks. This is how can I portray this mathematically. Now if I subtract the two equations, that is this is equation 1 and this is equation 2, and if I subtract these two equations, I'll get what? I'll get A minus E is nothing but 4 marks. Alright. Hence what are the marks for A? A has got what? 39 marks. Because I know marks for E. So can I find out the marks for A? Yes, of course, it's 39. Correct. So what are the marks for A? They are 39. What did we do? It was pretty simple. But let me tell you once again. What we did was ABC's average was given to us. That was 48. So I multiplied it by 3 and I got the total marks. Correct. And AB, C and D's average was given. That was 44. So I multiplied it and find out the total marks. Now because I know ABC's total marks and ABCD's total marks, so if I'm going to subtract both of them, I'll find the marks for my D. Okay. So once I know the marks of D, what I can do is I can find the marks for E, because it stated that E has 3 marks more than E. Now I know these two equations, that A, B, C and D when added the total marks is 176, and B, C, D and E when added the total marks is 172. When I subtracted these two equations, I got what? I got A minus E is nothing but 4. Now I know E's marks is 35. So A's marks is going to be what? 39. This was pretty simple. So let's move forward. Alright, so let's do question number 5. Question number 5 states the mean temperature from Monday to Wednesday was 27 degrees Celsius and from Tuesday to Thursday was 24 degrees Celsius. Now, if the temperature on Thursday was 2/3 of the temperature on Monday, what was the temperature on Thursday? Now, in this question, I am going to give you some options and you need to see which option is correct. So, option A is 12, option B is 15, option C is 18 and option D is 27. Okay, so let's do it. Now, from the sentences that are given, in these sentences, from the first sentence, we can get that the total from Monday to Wednesday was 81. Correct? Because the mean from Monday to Wednesday was 27. So, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days. So, 27 times 3 is going to be what? 81. So, 81 is actually going to be the average from what? Monday to Wednesday. Now, from Tuesday to Thursday, if I see, from Tuesday to Thursday, the average is given 24. So, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, 3 days. So again 24 times 3, 72. So 72 is going to be from Tuesday to Thursday and 81 is going to be from Monday to Wednesday. Now the difference will arise out of the replacement of Monday by Thursday. Correct? Because Tuesday and Wednesday is common to both of them. The only change is what of Monday and of Thursday. Now how can I mathematically write it? Mathematically, I can write that Monday plus Tuesday plus Wednesday plus Thursday. Correct? Not Thursday in the first one. Monday plus Tuesday plus Wednesday is going to give me 81. Then Tuesday plus Wednesday plus Thursday is going to give me what? It's going to give me 72. Now, if I subtract, I will get Monday minus Thursday as 9. So, this is important. Okay. Now, we have two unknown variables in this equation which is given. And to solve two unknown variables, how many equations do we need? Obviously, we require 2 equations. Now, looking back at the problem, can I say that Thursday is nothing but 2/3 of Monday? From here, exactly. I can very well say that. Now, solving these two equations, equation number 1 and equation number 2, I will get temperature for Thursday as 18 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now, however, in the exam, you should avoid these, equation solving as much as possible. You should ideally be able to reach halfway through the solution during the first reading of the question itself and then meet the gap through the use of your options if the options are provided to you. Okay. Now, the answer of this problem should be gotten by what? Now, suppose I have like these 4 options which are available. Okay. So, let me go and check these 4 options, option by option, instead of solving these questions first. Okay. So, if I'm checking option by option, so option A says that the temperature is what? 12. Okay. Then we have Monday as what? 21. Because the temperature given is 12 and if I put these in the equations, then Monday is going to be 21. But 12 by 21 is what? 2/3. It has to be 2/3 of that. Hence, this is not a correct option. Okay, because 12 by 21 isn't equal to 2/3. So, it's not a good option. Okay. Similarly, if I take 15 and if I do what? 15 by 24, because if the option is 15, then my Monday's temperature is going to be what? 24. Because 15 is what? The temperature of Thursday. If Thursday's temperature is 15, then automatically through any of these two equations, my Monday's temperature is going to be 24. So 15 by 24 is not 2/3. So if 15 by 24 is not 2/3 here, if it's not 2/3, that means that equation is not satisfying the condition which is given in my question. So that option also has to be crossed out. Option C says that it is 18. Now if my Thursday's temperature is 18, then that means what? That my Monday's temperature is 27. Now 18 by 27 is what? 18 by 27 is 2/3. So that means this option number C, actually satisfies the condition which is given in the question itself. And if it's satisfying the condition which is given in the question, then obviously that is the correct option. So in that case, I do not have to go and check around D option. But yeah, you can do if you want to, but there's no necessity because we already know what the correct answer is. Now the first method by which I solved the question, I actually created those equations and tried to solve them from top to bottom. In your examination, sometimes what can happen is that suppose A option is your correct option. So instead of creating all these equations and going step by step to get the end result, what you can simply do is you can go by the options which are available there. Okay, what you can do is, suppose you have created one or two or more, whatever number of equations you want to solve a particular question, then just take the options and put those options in your equations or the conditions which are provided in your questions. If any of that satisfies the conditions or the equations which are given and which you have created, then that option is your correct option, otherwise that option is wrong. So that is, I feel, a much simpler and time saving option which you can try it out. Okay, so let's move forward. Question number 6. So question number 6 says, a person covers half its journey by train at what? 60 kilometers per hour, and the remainder half by bus at 30 kilometers per hour, and the rest by cycle at what? 10 kilometers per hour. Correct. So we need to find the average speed during the entire journey. Okay, so I need to find what the average speed during the entire journey. So what's going to happen is, now we need to recognize that the journey by the bus and that by the cycle are of equal distance. Okay, because a person covers half its journey by train, the remainder half by bus, and the rest by cycle. So we need to recognize that the journey by bus and that by cycle are of equal distances. Okay, hence what we can do is we can use the shortcut which I am going to tell you right now. So what you need to do is, the average speed of second half of the journey is going to be what? The average speed is going to be 10 plus 1 times 5, that is nothing but 15 kilometers per hour. So this is what the average speed. Now we need to employ the technique, the same one, for the first part. And what is going to be the answer for this? The average, it's going to be 15 plus 1 times, so this is the summation, and multiplied by what? 9. So this is going to be what? 24 kilometer per hour. Here, this is addition and this is multiplication. Okay, so this is the answer which I'll get at the end. Simply what I did, I found out the average speed of the second half of the journey while using this formula, and then we employ the same technique for the first part. And if I am employing the same technique for the first part, then my equation is going to be this, that is 15 plus 9 times 1, and that is going to be what? That is going to be 24. Correct. So this was question number 6. Let's move to another question. The last question says, a school has only 3 classes that contain 10, 20 and 30 students respectively. So it has only 3 classes that contains 10, 20 and 30 students. Right. Now the pass percentages of these classes are what? They are 20%, 30% and 40% respectively. So find the pass percentage of the entire school. Now using the weighted average method, can I find this? Now suppose I use the weighted average method. So can I say that 10 times 0.2 plus 20 times 0.3 plus 30 times 0.4 divided by 10 plus 20 plus 30 can give me 33.33 as an average? Yes, it can. Alright, so this is what we are going to do. Now alternatively, we can also use solving while reading method, which I did in my previous question, when my options were given and I was reading the question and simultaneously seeing कि ठीक है ये option है, probably this option is going to fit the condition which is provided in my question, So this is the option which is correct and those options are not correct. So if I'm going to do it by solving while reading method, so I need to recognize that the pass percentage would be given by what? The pass percentage, if I write, so pass percentage would be given by passed students divided by total students. Right. Now as soon as you people get into the second line of the question, which is given about 20, 30 and 40%, just get back to the first sentence and get the total number of past students which are there. Okay. So it will be what? 2, 6 and 12. Correct. And you are through with the problem. So this is exactly what you need to do. So I told you how to do it by weighted mean. I told you how you can do it by solving while reading method. I have not completed it. So you just have to look, what did I miss? What did I actually, just kept it for you people. So alright, this was the end of it. I hope you people understood the questions and I hope you people are going to try these questions again. And also, before leaving, just remember this reading and doing wala part of question 7th you have to do. This is your homework. Alright. So good day.